This is my LEGO Star Wars Clone Trooper army. Coming in at over 300 minifigures, it looks absolutely insane. Now today, we are going to be rebuilding this army. It did not look like this for the longest time, and I want to reassemble my clone army. With that being said, I would like to welcome you all back to building a clone army. Hello everyone, it is Republic Studs, and welcome to building a clone army. Now, first off, before we get into any of this, I am going to ask you all to smash the subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Clones are expensive, and the way you can help pay for them is by smashing the like button. Also, right now, I am running a free LEGO Star Wars set giveaway, so if you want to check that out, remember to hit the button up top with the card. It's a free thing. All you have to do is comment and press the like button on that video, as well as obviously subscribe. With that said, we're going to move right on into that. We're going to have a whole hyperlapse of me building everything, and it's going to be great, and we're going to take a look at all the minifigures we have, because it's been a long time since we've revisited my boys. Okay, guys, so yes, we are back with building a clone army. I am super excited to bring back this series again, or at least, you know, temporarily, partially. And we got some epic LEGO Star Wars minifigures in a little bit of a haul. This came in a little bit ago from Brix on Instagram. You could check him out, History Customs here. Check him out there. And yeah, so I'm just gonna dump this all out. Now, a lot of this didn't come from it, actually came from a separate haul. But first, I'd like to cover this. And these are the big boys. Now, these clones, like these shock troopers, usually go for around $50 a piece. And for all of these figures, for the 2013 501st Trooper and 2 shock troopers, I was able to get these all for around $45, which is insane. And I really appreciate my guy. Again, you could check him out. He said, "Oh, well, thank you. Look at that. That's all reflectory. That's crazy. Look at that." But yeah, so we got 2 brand new shock troopers, which is insane, by the way. Like, these are like brand new condition. Like, they could have come straight out of the set, and I wouldn't have had any idea. They look perfect. Oh, that is so great, and I'm really, really happy to get those in. Now, also, he sent one of the 2013 501st Troopers, obviously a classic from the 501st ATRT or Z95 Headhunter. I've had a few of these, obviously, in the past, and I am happy to add to this. I think this will be, like, my 5th official one, which is kind of great. Again, all the 2013 clone designs, $45, which sounds like a lot for 3 minifigures, and it is. But I still think I got a great deal here, especially considering how much these all go for, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, so I want to take a quick overview of what the army looks like at this second. So I kind of just spread alongside this table everything we got here, and a lot of the stuff here is new. Like, I got this clone at Brick Fair. I got a lot of these guys in a haul from the Brick Wiz. Just loads of stuff. We got clones just scattered all about. We have plenty on the Venator mock, which I think I'm going to start taking off about now for, you know, this video specifically. And my plan is this is going to be all like Phase 2 official clones, 501st clones, that sort of stuff. And that base plate is going to be all the ones in there, like the Phase 1s and custom clones. So I actually want to do a hyperlapse. So with that said, I will see you guys after that. Wow, guys, it has been a long time since I've set up my clone army, but we have over 300 minifigures in here. Now, to be precise, it's actually like 310 12, which is still a lot, but you know, it's kind of insane. And yeah, so I am going to dive into each section here because we got a lot. The little shtick, you know, just a little, you know, summary. This is all of the Phase 2. This base plate is all of the Phase 2 Clone Troopers, official Lego. Not one figure on here is knockoff in any way, if you may not have, like, fake blasters or whatever. Also, none of them are knockoff, obviously. When I say, I mean off-brand, so like Clone Army Customs or decals, like those down there. And then over here, we have all the Phase 1 and OG clones in the back here from Clone Wars or whatever. We have some fan mail clones, we have some Clone Army Customs all in the front as well as decals, and of course the Bad Batch, which is also over here. So let's take a closer look at each of these. Currently, we have about 13 of these Kashyyyk Scout Troopers, 6 of which are over here, and then a bunch of which are over here, and we also have 1 of these Kashyyyk Clone Troopers, which is pretty cool. And then, obviously, to lead those guys, we have Commander Gree, one of the coolest minifigures for sure. I absolutely love this guy, and I think LEGO really nailed it. And don't believe me, I'm not going to go through everything. But we do have some of the pilots here, which is really cool. This one's actually a little customized. It has the ATM-6 driver's legs, which is really cool, and I really like. And then also a cool figure that I never see anyone talk about is the 501st Pilot, which came in the Z95 Headhunter. Obviously, over here we have the Shock Troopers. Now, these are insane because these guys go for like 50 bucks a pop. And I'm really happy to have 4 of them now. I think that's a perfect number to have. I think, you know, 6 would probably be more ideal, so I'll keep being on the lookout. Then over there in the center, we have all the different Geonosis clones. I'm not going to spend too much time on them because they're not my favorite. And then over here, we have 2 12th Troopers. I think, to be honest, you know, we don't have a full, like, collection. Like, some of them, like, have the wrong torsos or legs or whatever, which is really cool, and I really like. And then moving down from there, we have 4 of the 2014 501st Troopers, and I think we have actually 2 more. Yeah, so we have 6. There's 2 over there, if you could see those guys. And over there, there's 2 Ahsoka Clone Troopers, but I will say, you have to keep in mind that I have that display case with about 5 Clone Troopers in them, one of which technically being Boba Fett, because he has that clone head now. I also have a ton of Airborne Troopers, which look great. And then over there, we even have some of the heavy Clone Troopers, which look great. So right now, we have 76 501st Troopers in here, as well as 22, you know, jetpack troopers, which is really cool. And I also have about 7 sealed 501st battle packs on my own at the moment, as well as I actually have a Republic fighter tank sealed and an AAT. But we're not going to talk about that. Now, those are all the official Phase 2 minifigures, as well as Scout Troopers. So with that said, let's move into the next base plate, which is a pretty interesting one. So first up, these are kind of the most dicey territory ones, other than, you know, obviously the custom figures, but these are the Coruscant Guard type people from the Clone Wars. Now we do have a captain here, as well as the regular standard guys. Now the reason I count these guys as clones, well, technically they aren't enlisted soldiers. I do count them in the same way I count, you know, Crosshairs troopers who were in the Bad Batch. Also, mainly because they have the clone printing, which I think is what basically counts it. Same with my Endor Rex, which I count over there. But we also do have 6 of these heavy clone battle pack guys, and then I believe we have about 10 to 12 of the regular clone battle packs from the Clone Walker battle pack. These guys are great. It's great to have a nice little selection of them. And then we move over to these guys. We have some of the amazing Horn Company minifigures, extremely underrated. I probably have like 6 or something of those. You know, one of them has the wrong helmet. They have these helmets, but I think those actually work on those too, ironically enough, and we have like a few of those guys. We also have 4 of the red ones, and my least favorite trooper, the Bomb Squad Trooper. Thanks, Brix by Brix YT. I didn't need those. They look ugly. Then we have 2 Phase 1 Wolfpack Clone Troopers. Great little minifigures right there. And then we move over to their side, and we actually get a variety of the captains. They all don't have the right printing on their legs, so I'm going to need to buy those eventually, buy that up. I need to do a Clone Army beautification sometime in the future, just like to get all the right parts. They do have some Firestar Toys custom printed arms on them right now, because I think they look good. And then over there, there's some Clone Pilots, and then we have my only 2 classic Clone Troopers. These are the only ones I have. I'm really looking to get into collecting those soon, because I'd like to have at least one of all the old ones, which would be nice, especially like 442nd Troopers. So if anyone has one, hit me up. We also have the Clone Pilots, and then we move over there, and we have the old clones like Captain Rex and Gregor and Wolf. Obviously, these are great minifigures, really underrated set, that ATTE. I love that one. That is probably one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars sets, now that I mention it. Now we have some fan mail figures. I'm going to try not to, name them all, because they were all really nice and sent by fan mail, and I'll leave a actual P.O. box in the description. We open those in fan mail videos, so if you want to have one featured, just send your own clones or whatever. And yeah, those are all appreciated. This one is sent by Brooks. He is an awesome guy. And then over here, we have a load of colors going on. But over here, we actually do have some of the minifigures Clone Army Custom sent me, as well as, just some of my own Phase 2 Clone Troopers. From the Venator mock, we got about 4 heavies, 3 snipers, and we even got some regular Clone Boys, which all look fan-friggin-tastic, and I just love those. Down here we have some more official guys that were modded, obviously, and they look very good. Obviously, this is the Bad Batch. I love this one, especially Echo. I love the way I did his hand. It's so much fun to play around with. And then we lift this up, actually, and you will see a little Omega here, which is a great little custom design. She's obviously the only female clone, which is pretty interesting. And then over here, we also have the only interpretation of Cody. This is a Phase 1 Cody, which I just dropped. And then you move over, you get a Phase 1 Captain Rex, a Phase 1 Wolf, and a Phase 1 Gree. Now, behind them is actually the cast of my fan favorite channel series, Clone Traders. You could check that out on the channel. We got some characters like my old profile picture, Rico, Sergeant Rico, which was great. We got loads of other guys. We have this 501st Sniper, that is Gus. Or actually, George, actually. This is Gus. And we got Kermit, obviously, a great one. You could tell because the eyes and all of that jazz, and he's green. And then you move back and you get some more custom guys. We even have a few custom Codys in here. Now, let's take a look at all the custom CAC figures. Now, actually, back here, I want to start with the Rebel soldiers. So I like to imagine that Commander Wolf fought on Endor, and I know I probably should have used Old Wolf, but I wanted to keep that figure official looking, this one. So I did use his Clone Wars face, and I thought that looked good, and, he gave him this little silver Rebel soldier helmet, like this is the green one they used on Endor. This one was technically from Scarif. And then also here is Rex, obviously, in his, Episode 6 appearance, and I gave him, some arm printing just to, so you could tell, with some Cape Cantina capes. Really love doing that, with, incorporating Clone Wars into the new Star Wars. And then over here, we obviously have the 2 Clone Army Customs versions of these characters. I think this one's actually going to be the Firestar Toys version, but this is the Clone Army Customs version of Wolf, which looks really good. Now, you're going to want to move over, and you just get a variety of characters. You see Keller back there. You see even Gregor. I'm trying to focus on. There's Gregor. You get some pilots. You get an ARC Trooper. You get the Boss. You get Bakara. You get another Rex. And then you have some of my favorites over here, this row. Specifically, you do get a Commander Cody. Like over there, you get Jesse. You get Fives and Echo. And then let's move into some of the great decals. Now, these are interpretations from my buddy Jonak Toys. If you guys actually want these, you could pick up the decals for just $1 on his website. I'll leave a link in the description with my code RSTUDS for 10% off. But yeah, and this isn't decal. This is just a Cody. But yeah, so you got like Captain Vaughn. You got Commander Cody, whose visor's a little off. You got Captain Rex. And then, even back further, you get characters like Jesse and Fives. These guys were all decaled by my friend Boomer Productions, who's also a channel member, so huge shout out to him. We also got Fox, which is my only interpretation of him. And obviously, what a LEGO minifigure would look like if it was a Phase 1 Cody, and hey, even kicks. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my amazing looking Clone Army. With that said, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please remember to hit the subscribe bell down below. It would mean the world to me. We're gunning for 25,000 subscribers, so obviously all would be appreciated. And with that said, I will see you guys all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.